Personally, that desenvolvida until Ontario, la dignidad come musera voglio Vajanona, and what was his comment? And he said what he says aloud.
Yeah, for a second, Bandir. Caminare a guerra.
Your cryptocurrency on this, right? Cryptocurrency, what is to say? He replied. Right. Which part did you miss, Mary, Imabanga? Otherwise, maybe to the permanent Nasira Master. Was there any technology in a miss I mean, you missed probably, I'm not sure.
First week after meeting.
This week after mid-season. You could,
I think no, this is another grant is where customer.
oh, no, yeah. Where do we stop before the mid-season?
Mama, we were like last year.
If you were analyzing international global marketing, I mean, yes. Did you start with me from the beginning?
This was.
I mean, this section where we look at analyzing and targeting global market opportunities. Did you start with me from the beginning? All right, let's try to just discuss from the beginning. No, you may not be liking. Let's just discuss. Because the neighbor story is, I'm not in Namira. No, why did you do like that?
Where are we?
This, you were on a tour. Mona,
I don't know.
what's the Mona Lisa?
She said she wanted an individual.
No, she said she was in. Mona Lisa says, obviously. Okay, so what I meant was, on analyzing and targeting global market opportunities, the topic was about saying, if you look at globally, there are opportunities, and the opportunities need just to be seized by those who are probably interested to do business in various sections. So you may find that these opportunities may be there probably through exporting or through manufacturing, even marketing itself, likewise distribution. So you should be able to say how best do you discover and make an analysis of such opportunities. So there are a number of ways that you need to have those kind of stuff. So first of all, you need to do what we call a market research. So my question would be, when you talk of market research, what is the understanding?
Market research?
What's market research all about?
It's about finding out what the computers, how they're like doing, how they're okay. In the short form, I might say market research involves like an individual businessman or an organization trying to find out how they can penetrate into the market.
Yeah, exactly. So when you talk of marketing research, you do research just to understand deep in terms of probably a particular product, a particular service, likewise probably the industry as a whole. So what you actually do is to get on the ground and gather the information in the most possible way. So you do the research, and you do the research so that at least you should be able to have where you depend upon, or you should have information where you would depend upon in coming up with a decision. So mostly what you need to have is, you should have what we call the information needs. So you need information that has to be reliable, timely, verifiable, and should be of good quality. And when we say information has to be reliable, that is, the information should be the one that you can depend upon in whatever you're up to. If the information the question would be how to be sure that the information is reliable. That means you need to get on the ground and verify yourself by probably interacting with market participants or in any way through which you can even do some experiments so that others you understand much better as to what is supposed to be done. Also, in terms of time frame, you find that time is changing now and then. You may not rely much on the past information for the current decision. You should be able to use information that is still live. And by saying the information that is still live, that means you should have to use the most recent information, nothing else. And in terms of verifiability, that is, you should be able to verify. So sometimes you may be using information that probably has been published by other scholars or whoever might have done an activity you are trying to do. You may also try to find ways and means through which such information may be verified so that others you get us yourself an assurance as to whether the information is really helpful or not. So you do all this so that others you have to do the best decision. That is, the moment an opportunity has been discovered or identified elsewhere, you should be able to do the market research and gather the information that has to aid you in terms of decision making. Are we there, Mr. Hora? School I'm doing it. I don't know. Then I just ask myself. And if I believe it's most of the lectures, it's not only me, they keep on changing you. And probably they do so because I see majority of us work on part-time, right? So the fact that we work on part-time, it says nothing. Alright, so by doing so, as I've said, you need to gather the most relevant information so that you understand what is to be done in as far as decisions are concerned. So we look at, let's say, the information basis for global marketing management. Let's say the basic favors development of information technology. That is to say, if you have to do better, you need to incorporate this of information technology. You may find that with the technology coming in, there has been a number of improvements. You have even decision-making tools where probably you could feature in the data that you have collected, and in terms of what is to be done or what decision you need to carry on, you can be assisted with the use or with the help of the technological gadgets. And at the very same time, you should be trying as much as possible that as you try to gather the information, you should be able to gather the information in the most cost-effective manner. That is, as you're trying to do a research, the market research to be specific, the research should not take more than what probably you look forward to have. So you should wait, unlike probably making an investment where you're probably not sure as to what you have to do. So in doing so, you definitely depend on both primary and secondary sources of data. Now, if I may ask, how do you differentiate primary and secondary sources of data? I do believe you have done such kind of stuff before. Primary data, secondary data. You have forgotten. So, primary data is the first-hand information. That is, you get the information direct from the respondent or direct from the target population. So if let's take you have discovered a market somewhere, you don't necessarily need to be told or what you need to do is go there, be on the ground, and have a direct talk with those people whom you're trying to reach or whom you're trying to save with your products or services. So the information that you get, this is the first-hand information. It is nothing but the primary data. Whereas the secondary data or secondary information, you got those information that probably some other scholars or some other researchers have actually published after their own work research. So you may also use the information that will be provided by such sources and be able to verify by others doing what the primary research. You do the research by involving those people who are directly involved in the process. So in doing so, you need to make what we call a strategy. So you got global or international marketing strategy. So if you look at the strategy, you look at the plan. That is the plan to how best you're going to win the market. What are the things that you need to put in place so that at least you win the market? You may find that if there hasn't been much in as far as plan is concerned, you may not be able to achieve the best because you haven't actually been able to see what would help you to penetrate or to spread yourself over the new market. So understand what the market is bringing and how probably you would respond to that. So you may find yourself, if you are to do international strategy or you strategize as to how you enter or you penetrate into the market, in one way or another, you're just trying to expand yourself or to increase what I call the market share. So you find to have such strategies will have a number of benefits or a number of importance to the company or to an organization or business entity that is vying forward for international business. One, if we are to do in such a way, they're saying the basis for the firm to sell products and services beyond the domestic market. That is, you'll be able to push or to find yourself into the market that does exist outside the boundary or outside your borders. And also, at the very same time, the strategy will help the firm to acquire potential market opportunity. That is, you'll be able to discover what is happening within the market and figure out how best you can react to such opportunities. Do you have what it will take for you to capitalize on the market that is available? And also by doing so, you try to also extend or lengthen what we call the product life cycle. We talked about the product life cycle at one time. Here, Mr. Howard, not so. Yes, product life cycle. We have talked about that at one time or the other.
But they
You were there. You were there. And I remember much of the talk came from whom? Steven. So, you find when talk of product life cycle, what we are looking at is we look at a situation where the product is being introduced in the market, and the time the product has phases out of the market. We got it, and but in mujibona wambiri kena wewe chelera chelo fashion. So you look at the time more than that. I want to say As a Serino Villa,
with
going well.
even if one doesn't last year, most of us always last year.
Did you look for it?
And then that you last year.
They would I just don't care what a dollar they will cut you.
Yeah, I don't run now.
Sana kupisha Nyangwe, agwagwali kwe. Kumanote analipo.
Anaona.
Analipo mraibu. Mesanga kwa nao. Okay, kwa. Subuga nawe. Ya sidi wewe. Ndidi. Wana mali za mapendo. Sasa ni tigeka. Oh, alright. So you would say you may find the market of a product. In the time goes, probably find that people do change in terms of their taste, what they like. Later on, they might be jumping on what another product. Maybe your product has gone out. So you find the moment you have discovered a new market elsewhere, that is that product which has phased out or which has gone out of fashion or taste in this market is finding a new market elsewhere. Then in that case, you find that the products will not actually or will not wholly go out of what? Out of the market. Now you have just shifted it from one side to the other. So definitely, its market will be extended by going what? Going global. Really, right? And also you find them by having the international strategy or going to investigate or to find out potential outside there. You find that at the end there will be an increase of what we call economies of scale. We have also talked about the economies of scale before. Right? Mm-hmm. What did we say about that? We can say that's about economies of scale. Economies of scale. We are talking of nothing but us creating a competitive advantage. So when we talk of creating a competitive advantage, it's like us having a position in what? In the market. So that you should be able to know that I have the own customers on trade. So that you're able to compete. You put your structures in place so that you make yourself also to be a well-recognized or a giant within the market. You need to try to create your own empire within the market share. So doing all the market research, this and that, is just to have a good understanding as how the market is all up there and what is it that you can do so that you boost on the strength of your businesses. So you always make sure that you always try to understand the market so that you weigh it with your strength as well as weaknesses. You should be able to know through the research with what the market is providing. As probably you are good at ABC and you are weak at ABC. If you find that as the strengths outweigh the weaknesses, that means you're better off. If it's the opposite, you should be able to sit down and think how best you can improve on your weaknesses. So long as you're able to see that others you are capitalizing or you are making use of the opportunities that have come on you. At the end, in doing all those kind of stuff, you find that you'll be able to make a good return on your investment. You talk about the profitability. Understanding the risk of a particular market and how probably you can overcome or you can withstand the pressure or with the pressure with what these markets may be giving you in terms of risk. Definitely, you find that you're just making nothing back. You're just trying to make sure that at least you have more returns or you have more of the good news than the bad side. With the right. Now let's see. What are the factors that provide the basis for international business strategy? That is, what are the things that probably would push a company or would make a company feel like it has the potential that it can internationalize its operations or its activity? The first one is the business strategy. And if you look at the business strategy, you look at what plans does the management of the company has, or how does the company through the management see the potential outside there. So if the management itself has probably an insight beyond just doing local business, definitely you find that you may stand a chance because you too is able to view the international market scene with some potential. But if you find that probably you are failing even to do the best within the local market, definitely the chances that you can do better at international level, they are also strained. We're there. And then we also look at structures. When you look at structure, you may also be looking at the team that probably you have. Do you have the team that probably can perform better at the international scene? So you look at all those people or human resource which is crucial to international marketing, and understand them in terms of their technical know-how and how probably they feel they can feature on the international market. What strategies do they have? What vision do they have? If they have no vision, they have no any kind of strategy, definitely it will not work to go outside there. It may not materialize. And also, you look at factors of production. That is the same, be local as well as international level. How are the factors of production? And knowing the factors of production, how do they affect your business? So in this case, you need, as a business, you need to understand better in terms of the 4 Ps. You talk of the 4 Ps of marketing and how best you integrate these. That is to say, if you have to exist somewhere else, let's say to talk of the product itself, how will the product will come there? How are the people enjoying or giving feedback about the product that you have? So you find the main focus or emphasis is to say you have done the research, you have told people about your product, or you have done the demos and all those kind of stuff. So the reaction that they'll be giving, definitely, it will tell you how the product will be welcome in the market or not. It's moving in my mind. Assuming you did not come when you said it, we're gonna get Remember, you say where AHB, A, where up one from that. So if I'm to pick you, where do I have to drop you?
Wheels.
You don't really find.
The 5 moves are over the go.
I do the old for you. If I take interchange Goma Highway, from Siva, is it okay?
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Then we is it right? Maybe I have a crossroad in our. So again, you look at 4 pieces of product, price, price. Let's look at the price now. In terms of the price, you may look at the price in terms of accessibility. Is the price accessible to potential customers or not? If not, the question will be how you make your product known or accessible to others, to your potential customers. So you should be able to strategize and come up with ways and means through which you may do it so that others will see the product in the hands of your potential customers. That's why I say, if we look at international marketing strategy, one would go on international through exporting or through distribution and all those kind of stuff. So you should be able to see probably once you discover the market, you go there and have probably a partners or agents, distribution agents. So you should be able to see how the price is like. Likewise, if you talk of the infrastructure, what is the infrastructure development of the place you are going to try your business? Does it give potential to you or not? So all those things, they need to be understood before you actually get yourself into the business itself. Then also, you look at the price. In terms of price, as you try to level yourself whether you have the opportunity, you should be able to know if the price is affordable by those people whom you are trying to reach. So you also try to understand in terms of probably the income levels of those people. So you need to also do a sketch so that you understand how much those people whom you're trying to reach are making. So that at least you shouldn't provide your product at a lower value, and that also at the very same time at a very high value. Because if the products are so much expensive, customers may not be able to buy them. So at the end, this is Musalia. Then in terms of the profitability may not be achieved. And at the very same time, understanding the market in terms of its income would grant you an opportunity as to how much cost should it incur in producing a product or a service. So you also try to make sure that at least you marry or you try the product quality in terms of whatever you'll be spending on it with the market as how that market can buy that particular product. So in costing, we have what we call target costing, where you find that the product may be produced by looking at by working from the customer's point of view. So you understand the customer what they want in terms of their affordability and likes, then you make the product that way. A good example of Magamba like Chinese products. Whenever you have Chinese products, many feel like Chinese products are of poor quality or are fake products. But is it true? No. So they have done those products, they supply those products which seem to be poor in terms of quality, just to match with our affordability. That means we can afford those products at that rate. So they cannot be giving products at a higher price from the other side. We are right. Then also you look at relating and supporting things. In order to know that you have the potential that you can do internationally, you should also be looking at the ecosystem. In this case, we talk of the ecology. What we look at is the interdependence that has to be there among the things within the industry. You may find that an institution or an industry, a company, may not survive by its own. It survives because of the support that is rendered by other companies as well. So we should be able to understand as to what support do you have from other companies. A good example, you may be probably an institution or a business entity that uses raw materials that are produced by others. So we find that if the raw materials you are using are produced by others, if there is disturbance or if there is no efficiency in this other end, you may find that you may not be able to do the best because you will always be disturbed by what these are doing. So you should be able, or you should be in a position to make sure that others, you understand what these people are doing and translate into your side so that others, you are able to do the most possible business. So you understand the ecosystem or the ecology so that others can understand how interdependent your business is with others. So, having looked at that, let's see what are the objectives that at least you need to assess global marketing opportunities. Why should you wake up a day to say, I'd like to understand what other opportunities are there, or why should you analyze? So the first reason why you need to analyze is you need to have you try to analyze an organization's readiness to internationalize. That is said, having known the possibilities or having known the opportunities that are out there, you should now have what? An internal assessment. And by saying an internal assessment, that is, you assess yourself in terms of your potentials. What potentials do you have? What are the kind that you have that if you have to go international, you'll be able to do the best. So those are the things that you need to understand. So in understanding your organizational readiness, you'll be looking at your strengths now in matching with the opportunities that has been identified there. So you may be looking at a number of stuff. Be financial strength, the question will be, do you have the financial muscle that would grant you to do business out? So you need to look at such kind of stuff. You also look at things like, say, the human resource itself. Do you have the human resource that will be required to internationalize your business and all those kind of stuff? Be assets and the like. Likewise, if you have to go out there and you try to have probably partners, you should also understand those people whom you're trying to partner with in terms of their what? Their readiness. So understand them, say, do they have the potential? What value will they add to you? So in that way, it's like you're understanding or you are trying to weigh yourself whether you stand a better chance or you don't. Then also, you also need to do the assessment in terms of the product stability, the product or service stability in the foreign market. So you be able to understand, in this case, how the product is welcome there. So sometimes we find that the product may not be welcomed in a number of ways. A good example, the way we have been spread over, you find that our culture, the way we are living, almost everything is different. So the question will be, how do you make sure that your products suit their needs there? So you need to do such an analysis as an objective in assessing globally international opportunities so that you are in a position to see how acceptable your product is. And if you see that probably the product is not acceptable, that means you don't stand a chance in such a market. All you need to do is to do some improvement. If at all the product needs to be improved in one area or another. Then the other thing, you also try to look at screening countries. You may not just have an opportunity in only a single country, but what you do is you find that probably you may have opportunities in a number of countries. So you need to have time and understand various countries in terms of what potentials do they give you, what opportunity do they is there that you can capitalize on. So, of all the countries that may be having the opportunities that they may give opportunity to you, you may find that in terms of how they be doing business, it may not be the same. So you analyze all those countries and make sure that at least you fall on one country which seems to be the best for you in terms of what support and what other factors of concern are all about, so that as you are able to select a nation or a country that is of good potential for your business. Then also, we have what we call assessment of what? Industry market potential. When you talk of industry market potential, you look at the line in which your products are falling, which industry is your business. And knowing the industry your business falls in, you should be able to understand from the sense that how marketable or how profitable the industry is. You may find that probably the industry you're into is of much promises in one country than the other. So you should be able to weigh all this and make sure that you land yourself in the country where the industrial potential are higher than others. And also, you also need to understand things like what we call analyzing the partners. In analyzing the partners, sometimes, especially what we call the direct foreign investment, some businesses they may not go solo into a foreign market. They would rather build a partnership or enter into a partnership with other companies. They will try to enter into a partnership with locals in the country where they're trying to find themselves in. So you should be able to analyze all this stuff. In terms of partners, you should be able to select a partner that will add value, that will bridge the gap that you are having. So you also need to have a very good time in analyzing your partners. Then, the other one, we also look at estimation of company sales potential. So, estimating sales potential is of paramount importance, because if you can't know how much sales you look forward to make, definitely many things will not work. Because for all what we are doing here to materialize, or for you to have your company in operation, it will depend on the money that you're having. So the question will be where you get the money. You get the money from what your customers will be paying you. So you should be able to see in terms of sales estimate, so that as you can understand whether the market will give you good sales, then probably you will be able to support your operations and other kind of stuff. Are we there?
Yeah.
Then after that, after we covered these, we looked at what exactly is a step-by-step process through which the company needs to analyze whether it is having the opportunity to go global or not. Where we looked at the sisters for global marketing opportunity analysis. So I listed them, and I believe last week we just finished on the last task. And I said in our next meeting, we'll wait on what? That is positioning, right? That's what we did. We did global, we did international and market we call segmentation. After segmentation, we go for positioning. So for the way that you made this, at least I'm done. Sure. Have you heard anything? I think exactly.
It's only interesting, so.
Eh?
It's only.
Because in the same so. Okay, just a moment. This is 4.